Hello everybody, it's the 23rd of August 2015, Dan here from Essex, United Kingdom. Now, this is a little bit of homebrew that my uncle makes. Nice sort of strength beer, I very much like it. Goes down very well, specifically with a meal and that sort of thing, and I like it very much, so it's a nice beer. Now, of course, all being well, what goes in must come out. And of course, so many people, after they have had a drink, they like to empty it into the toilet, relatively normal thing to do. But one thing you must consider is every time you flush the toilet, you're looking at 4.5 to 9 litres of water every time you flush it in something that may be completely unnecessary. So that's a lot of water, not to mention the fact that if you're on a water meter, you're going to be paying for this. So of course, if you're having a few beers or cups of tea or even whatever your thing is, Ribena, lemonade, whatever, you're going to be drinking this and then flushing the toilet. If you're doing it each time, you're looking at a lot of water. So of course that water in the toilet's treated the same as any other water. So it's all treated, and it's taking up resources, money, etc., etc. So one thing you can do is urinate on your compost heap. Now, of course, here we have organic matter, the usual cabbages, marrows, look, there's some tea bags in there and some greens, that sort of stuff. So, what you can do is you can find a way of urinating on your own compost heap. Now, whoops, hi. I'm not advocating, that sort of stuff, in fact I am, but I'm not advocating, you walk down your garden and you urinate on your compost heap when everyone can see. Of course, you really don't want to be doing that because you're looking at a little bit of trouble, aren't you, if your neighbours can see. If you start urinating on your compost heap and there's some poor unfortunate person next door, watching you do it, you really don't want to be doing this. So what you want to do is you want to find a way of doing it in peace. So if your compost heap is in part of your garden where no one can see, feel free to let it go. But another option, of course, is to do it in a pot inside and then bring it into your bring it to your compost heap and proceed to pour it on your heap like that. So I believe that's one good way of doing it. Now, the Royal Horticultural Society supports this, and there was an article, I'll see if I can find it and post it below, and then you can do your own bit of your own research on this sort of thing. Now, I don't know if I've said it before, but male urine is better because it's less acidic, and also even some of the Royal Horticultural Society gardens have places where men can do this to help with their composting efforts. So basically, you've got a win-win situation, haven't you? A win-win situation, because you're going to save yourself some money and you're going to help with your own composting process. And of course, it's all going to go back on the garden. Urine contains nutrients as well, which the plants are going to take up. You might get some better flowers at the end of it, or some fruit and veg. And so you're saving money, you're doing your bit for the environment, you're improving your compost. I remember Bob Flowerdew supported this very much, and he was a Gardeners World presenter. Bob Flowerdew, you may look him up. I remember him talking about this in the 90s, and people were laughing about it. So of course, some people think this is funny. I don't think it is. I think it's very useful. So we can try this sort of thing, and do your own research. I'll try and post the article down below, about the Royal Horticultural Society supporting this, and everything will be great. Okay, so of course drinking must be done responsibly, not in excess, because it's not good for you if you're otherwise healthy. Drink responsibly. Try to use it to your advantage. So obviously what goes in generally comes out. So you can urinate on your compost bin. Don't do it where anyone can see you doing it. If that's the case, if you're overlooked by buildings or whatever, put it in a pot in your house, bring it down, and then put it on your compost heap, and this will help you to rot. Now, I hope people have enjoyed this video. If it's humorous, it may well be to some people, but if it's not, great. Okay, drink responsibly, everyone, and we will speak soon.